In keeping with the theme of the city, I did go to the red light district again yesterday, to look around. I went into after looking at all the prostitutes, there was a sex shop, which I think is a little overkill, if you ask me. Not a sex shop like where they're fucking. I'm an actual, like, they sell lubes and condoms and fucking. They had inflatable women, obviously, but they had an inflatable sheep, which really freaked me out because I'm like, who's getting rejected by real sheep? So I'm like, all right, I'll buy one, right? I just wanted to see what it was like. And I go, can I get an inflatable sheep? The guy goes, you want male or female? I'm like, female? I'm not a fucking weirdo. I can't wake up in the morning. I'm not a morning. I hate those people that are all happy and chipper in the morning. They're like, rise and shine. Shut the fuck up. Isn't it a great day to shut the fuck up? Not a morning person, man. 5 a.m., fuck that. That's an hour and a half before you need to be somewhere. Let me explain how I do things. If I have to be somewhere at 7 a.m., Radar, just fun to say your name. So if I have to be somewhere at 7 a.m., right, I'll set my alarm. And say the drive is 30 minutes now, right? I'll set my alarm for 6 a.m. And then the alarm will go off at 6 a.m., and then I'll hit snooze till 6:05. And then when the alarm goes off again at 6:05, that's when I start trying to make decisions about life. First of all, there's 2 times in your life you should never make decisions. One is at 6:05 in the morning, when you're not awake. And 2, when you're over 40 and you're not awake. Because you don't know this yet because you're 29, but trust me, in 11 years, you're going to be like, that motherfucker was right. After 40, you don't just wake up like all normal. Like I watch my daughter when she wakes up, she's 4, she kicks and stretches and I watch her with envy because you can't do that after 40. You can't wake up and be like, it's going to break. You first have to wake up and assess. I think everything's still here. Because you go to bed fine, you wake up and broke in the middle of the night. Like, I can't just stretch, my ankle will fall off. I don't know what's going to happen. So 6:05, the alarm goes off again, and I'm like, all right, if I get up now, I can have 2 pieces of toast and some coffee. And then, bam, I fall back asleep. And then 6:10, all right, if I get up now, I could have 1 piece of toast and some coffee. And then, bam, I fall back asleep. And then 6:15, all right, if I get up now, I can just have some coffee. Then, bam, 6:20, all right, I better get up and make this coffee. Bam, 6:25, if I don't finish this coffee, I'm not leaving in 5 minutes. Because men look very different in the morning when we're getting ready. You watch a woman get ready. You live with your woman? You live with her? Yeah? You watch her when she gets ready in the morning and watch when you get ready. When women get ready in the morning, they take a long time, but they're doing things. They're doing their hair, they're doing their makeup, they're picking their clothes, they're taking a shower, they're doing all kinds of things. They may take a long time, but things are happening. You watch a guy get ready in the morning, this is what we look like. And then your woman will walk by and go, you're never going to get ready just standing around. And I'm like, this is me getting ready. I'm waiting for the coffee to get from here to here. Because I'm not leaving my house without in the morning. It's not an option. It's just, look, if I haven't by 6:29, looks like I'm going to be late for my departure. Outside, I'm not doing it. It's women, you don't care. Women will be like, oh, I don't care if I'll next month. They don't care because women, you don't enough in the first place. I don't know how you do it, but maybe that's why you're so full of shit. I don't know, but they're... But I cannot. It's not like, if I don't now, when I get there. No, it's either here or I'm not leaving. That's what I do. And you're German as well, sweetheart? You're Iranian. Oh. Should we protest now or after? Maybe we can wait a little bit and get to it. Nice. So you're 100% German, Killian. Parents? See? What is it? A little bit of British. What does that mean? These aren't ingredients. It's who you are. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of British according to taste. You're answering like an American now. You realize that? I have this theory. Let me tell you this theory I have, guys. My theory is that the only true white people on this planet can be Americans. Let me explain. Just stay with me first, all right? You see, Americans believe that that's really their land over there. Like white Americans, they really think that's theirs. Clearly it's not. See, to me, that's a white mentality. Germany, you're physically white. This is your land, but that doesn't make you white to me, because if you have a land and a language and a culture and a food, you're not white. A German person, a white German person can meet a white American and you'll look at them and go, you guys are white. Because you have culture, they don't have that shit. And to me, white's not a color to me. Any human being could be physically white. Like literally anybody could be physically. You can go to India and go to the north and you'll find a guy with white skin and blue eyes. And you'll be like, are you white? And he'll be like, not even a tiny bit. So anybody could be white physically. I mean, look at some of the Asians, like the Koreans and the Japanese. They're physically whiter than white people will ever be. But somehow you guys got the title and when you look at them, you know that they're not white, obviously, you know, because they're good at math. So, but some people like to lie about being white, you know, like the Iranian girl. You could have lied about being white, but there would have been a giveaway, like your nipples are probably dark as shit, you know what I mean? Like that's, she's like, no, show me them real quick. I mean, show me one. Come on. I have a theory I'm working on. It's just for science. It's for science. Show me your Brustwartens. Ooh, German, your sexy language. Sein her Brustwarzen standing up. What's your name, sweetheart? Barfy? Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. That's, with an F? Huh? PH? Oh, but I could spell fart with a PH. It's still fart, you know what I mean? Barfy, that's... No, I mean, I know what it is. It's a dessert, too. There's a sweet called Barfy. Did you know that? Well, better brush up on your brownness a little bit there, sweetheart. Well, your name's Barfy. How did they come up with that? Why did they do that to you? Were you born here? In Vienna? And your parents are from India? And they were like, we want to name her... And the doctor's like, hurry up, we need a name. Just give me 1 second, sir. Hurry up, time is ticking. Barfy. Your brother Vomit hates his name too, don't worry about it. Sorry, is that your boyfriend with you? Husband? Some guy? Yeah, the guy beside you. There's nobody on the other side of you, Barf. Well, I can't even call you Barf for short. That doesn't help, does it? Is that your guy? Nice. How are you, buddy? You okay? Do you speak English? Because it's a hell of a good seat to have if you don't fucking speak the language. It's gonna be a really long night for you, pal. That's all I'm saying. What's your name? Philip. And where are you from, Philip? Huh? Oh, Austria. You're Austrian, actually. Look at that, finally. Good job, Barfy. If you're gonna shop, shop local. That's what I say. Has anybody ever done Ancestry.com or 23andMe or anything like that? Who did it? That guy? He did it? You did it? John Travolta looking guy did it? You did it, sir? Hello? We're all fucking looking at you. And we're talking to you. What's your name? Sorry? Renee. You wipe that guy's head now, you spit all over it. Where are you from, Renee? Oh, from Vienna, okay. We were in Rotterdam 2 days ago, and I'm pretty sure they had high COVID numbers out there, just because of their language. I was like, Jesus, you fucking super spreader, what, can't you whisper? And so you did your answer, which one did you do? Oh, you did MyHeritage? MyHeritage.com? And what did you think you were before you did it? You don't know what you thought you were? Your whole life you never wondered, what the fuck am I? Did you just assume you're Austrian? Okay. I don't know how you guys started a war. Maybe Hitler wasn't a good talker, he just talked. You guys were like, oh. Yeah. Okay. Where are the Arabs at tonight? Arabs in the house, where are you? All strategically placed, I see. That's no accident, huh? All in the center. If this way we all go boom in the middle over, everything is... What kind of Arab are you, bro? Moroccan? And Iraq? Just Iraq? So not Moroccan. You're Iraqi. I've been to Iraq, obviously to perform, but obviously not for, the Iraqis. It's not a very, comedy-filled place. It's not like there's comedy clubs in Iraq. Like, welcome to Saddam's jihad hut. It's not like our comedy is the bomb. Watch us explode with laughter. So you're Iraqi. What are you guys over there? Kuwait. Saudi. Is it Saudi or Saudi? Because I did shows in Bahrain once, and there was Saudi people in the audience, and I go, oh, where are you from? And the guy goes, Saudi. And I thought he hiccuped or something while he was saying Saudi. I thought he was like, Saudi, but like, I go, what did you say? He goes, Saudi. And I go, what the fuck? And I asked somebody after, I go, why does he sing Saudi? And they go, that is actually the correct way of saying the Saudi. It's Saudi. I go, so do I drive an Audi or an Audi? What am I driving? I always have fun in the Middle East. I always have a good time. My white friends, have you gone to the Middle East at all? No, you should go check it out. I like that. You shaved your head, but you kept a unibrow. That's very cool. That's pretty insane looking, that thing. Look at that. Well, I was going bald, but if I had hair, it would come down to here, wouldn't it? You should go check out the Middle East. It's not at all how the media makes the Middle East seem. You watch the news, especially the North American news, they have some sort of hard-on for the Arabs. And that whenever they show you Arab people on the news, they make them look crazy. That's the thing. Don't they, when you watch the news and you watch like CNN, don't you get mad? They just make Arabs look like they're exploding every 5 minutes, you know what I mean? They make it look like they're walking around going, yes, I'm going shopping. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to blow up. Okay, well, I'll see you in paradise, okay? Hey, save me a virgin. I'm kidding. You earned them, they're yours. You go to the Middle East, very friendly people. I always have fun with the Arabs. They're actually very nice. They're rich as shit. The ones I've seen, and you know what I'm talking about, Saudi guy. He's like, I know I'm very rich, it's okay, but... And like Arab rich, brown guy. Arab rich, very different than anybody else's rich. I may be considered American rich. That's cute to Arabs. Like American rich, I have $10 million. Arab rich, I don't know which pants I put the $10 million in. I don't... Oh, there, maybe in the wash I'll find it one day. Their rich is different. They keep trying to sell us different places on the news, too. They'll like shit all over the Middle East, but then they'll keep trying to sell Dubai to us. You know what I mean? You're Indian, right? Yeah, don't clap for Dubai then, because... First of all, they won't let you have citizenship, even if you're born there. Second of all, they treat us like shit. Listen, let's be honest. You go to the Middle East, Indians are the Mexicans of the Middle East. That's what we are. We build everything for them over there. All those fancy buildings they have, we fucking built. And I don't know what part of India they went to find these Indians, but I have never seen them before. I've been to India, north, south, east, west, the whole place, and I never saw these Indians. They bought an entire race of Indians that doesn't exist in India anymore. I swear to God, I went to Dubai, I went to a construction site, little Indian, like this big, full-grown men. Not midgets, just short and scrawny. And I was like, where did you find them? We bought all of them. They were very cheap. We took, how much? Give me the whole race, I'll take it. I have something I need built, so. And I'm not making this up. I went to a construction site, a full-on proper construction site with cranes and tractors, and there's these little Indian guys. I swear to God, the guy was wearing a wife beater, a tank top, boxer shorts, flip-flops, and a hard hat. I go, you got a hard hat, where's your steel-toe boots? He goes, you see, we could only have one or the other. I have 10 toes. I only have one head. Protect your head.
England's changed, man. From the time I used to come over here to it now, I remember when I used to come over here, the Indians were the ones where everybody was like, oh, fucking Indians everywhere, mate. You fucking can't go anywhere. Fucking Asian, fucking Stony, fucking bacon Stony, fucking... Remember when everybody had a hard-on for us? And now when I come back to England, even the Indians are like second and third generation now. We get pissed off when we see Polish people now, don't you? I know you do. You go to a restaurant, the minute I see a J in a name that doesn't need a J in it, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, this is not going to be good. Excuse me, and Janishkishkur. Wait.
It's Eganishku. What do you want?
I would like to eat something.
Here's the menu.
Can I get a Coke? Coca-Cola.
We don't have Coke. We have Pepsi.
I'll take a Pepsi.
But you want Coke?
Service is shit with these guys. Where are the Polish people tonight? Are you here? Good, man. They're up there. They don't even know why they're here.
I don't know. I see a show. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's not. I don't know.
You're Polish, sweetheart? And your boyfriend's Indian? No? You're not Indian? Have you looked in the mirror? Look, I'm not an expert on the subject, but if I was to racially abuse you, what are you? South African. So Indian. Okay. When you're in South Africa, what do they call you? Oi, fucking coolie, move it. Stinking coolies are walking around everywhere. What part of South Africa? Durban? Chatsworth? Cape Town. Okay, because you're fancy. So your family's Indian from South Africa? Yeah, all of a sudden, huh? I had to go through your fucking lineage to get the answer? What am I, familytree.com? Get out of here with that shit. Black guy, where's your family from? Senegal. That's Africa. Do they have Indians in Senegal?
They've started coming in.
They started coming in. What are we, fucking cockroaches, the way people describe us? I don't know. It used to be lovely, and then they started coming in and opened up the cereal in the morning. There was a fucking Indian in there. It was... You know that he's... Where is he? There he is. There's so many fucking Indians, I couldn't even find you. You see what I mean? That's... You know how that happened, right? You know how that he's just as Indian as we are. But his forefathers, unlike my forefathers, his forefathers were not fast runners. You see, my forefathers saw the ships coming into the harbor and we went, I'm not getting on that boat. And his forefathers went, hey, look, a boat. They ended up in South Africa. Why am I cutting sugar cane? I'm diabetic. Well, good to have you here, Indian guy. By way of default.
How long have you been married for, you two? 10 years, that's good. Still love her? Good? It's good. They're still touching each other. That's good. That's a. How long did you date for before you got married? 2 years. So she's your military. You and military are both 12 years. 14. Oh, 14 years for her? Okay, you sure? What do you think? You're Asian. You're better at math. No. 14 years. And how long before you got married did you start living with each other? About a year? That's not bad. That's nice. You know, ladies, you need to know something about your man. Juan, too. I mean, Juan as well. All men, me included. Ladies, let me tell you something about your man. First of all, you need to know we love you. If we're with you and we tell you we love you, we love you, all right? And when we say nice things to you, it's because we want to, not because we have to. But you need to know this. When we go out with our guy friends, and it's like 5 or 6 of us guys just hanging out at a bar, talking, we talk shit about you. And it's not that we want to. We don't want to, we have to. We have no choice. You can't have 5, 6 guys sitting around saying great things about their girlfriend. You imagine sitting around with your guy friends? Man, I'm so lucky, man. My girl's so awesome. You know what she did for me today? I'm just the luckiest guy in the world, yeah? Your friends are like, what are you, gay? What's wrong with you? What, are you gonna go home and make love? We have to talk shit about you. It's the only way we can stay macho. You know, like, yeah, I gotta go. This be tripping, huh? The old ball and chains getting. Then we get home and we're extra sweet to you. Hey, honey, how are you? I got you some flowers. And then immediately women, what did you fuck someone else? Like, no. I'm just talking shit about you. It's different. think the women, I think you might underestimate how much men respect you. Like we do. Like, sure, we talk. We have to. We're men. We're f***ing idiots. That's our excuse. We're stupid. What are we doing? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about me. When I'm sleeping with a woman, and I mean sleeping. I don't mean any hanky-panky. We're just sleeping in the same bed. Like two adults who are sleeping. Say my girlfriend. She's in bed with me. We're sleeping, right? I will do whatever it takes to not disturb her sleep in the middle of the night. Whatever it takes. Like, I mean, obviously there's those times where you roll over in the middle of the night, you know, and just kind of. And we'll do that until we get off me. I'm like, oh, sorry. Oh my God, I was having a dream. Thank God you woke me up. Oh my God. Better have been a prison dream. Other than that, men will do whatever it takes to not disturb you in your sleep. And this happens to me more often than not now, you know. After 40 years old, you really need to start listening to your body. Like whatever your body tells you to do it right away. Don't fight your body after 40. So, in keeping with the theme of the city, I did go to the red light district again yesterday, you know, to look around. I went into after looking at all the prostitutes, there was a sex shop, which I think is a little overkill, if you ask me. Not a sex shop like where they're fucking. I mean, actual like they sell lubes and condoms and fucking. They had inflatable women, obviously, but they had an inflatable sheep, which really freaked me out because I'm like, who's getting rejected by real sheep? So I'm like, all right, I'll buy one, right? I just wanted to see what it was like. I'm like, oh, can I get an inflatable sheep? The guy goes, you want male or female? I'm like, female? I'm not a fucking weirdo. Do you guys want to have more kids? How many are you going to have? How many planning? One more. You want a girl? Do you? I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just asking, you know. That's the set, right? You want the boy and girl. That's it, you know. Anybody here have more than 2 kids? Yeah? How many you got? 4? What the fuck? Look at that guy's like, yeah. What do you got? Yeah. Hey, Mel, your stunt double's out here. What do you have? 3 girls and a boy. So you were just determined to have a boy, weren't you? The girls were first? The girl, boy, girl. Yeah, oops is correct. That's usually what happens, you know what I mean? Once you have the boy and a girl, you should just really pull out. Like, I know when I see families with 3 kids, you know how that happened, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have, like, 2 boys, and then the husband will be like, come on, honey, let's try for a girl. I know there's a little girl in there. Come on, it's it. She's in there, and then she just wants to come out. I know. I don't know if he's coming out of the closet or if he's telling you about his balls, but he's. but then they try, you know what I mean? And they're like, and then bam, and then God goes, fuck you, have another boy, and then they have 3 boys, and then they try again, and then they just keep having you have whatever this person upstairs decides you're gonna have, that. When you see people with more than 3 kids, though, it's always an accident after that, you know? Anything after 3 is an accident, let's be honest. And you already had a boy and a girl, so you have 2 accidents. And I don't even know how you let him get away with it twice, you know what I mean? Let me tell you something, ladies. Don't ever fall for that shit when you're having sex with a guy and he goes, oh my God, I didn't know that was gonna happen. He's a fucking liar. Every guy knows when we're gonna come. We know. Every time we're gonna come, we know. Because coming for a guy is the exact same feeling as a sneeze. Nobody's ever walked up to you and, hey man, achoo! I didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Even if it's a surprise sneeze, there's at least a, hey man, you get the huh. When you're fucking and you feel huh, pull away. Sneeze somewhere else. Four kids, man. How old are they? 13, 11, 9, and 6. So every couple of years you guys are fucking. Are you pregnant, sweetheart? Oh, thank God. You can always tell the pregnant women because they always touch their belly. They're like, what is this in me? So new. Fat people don't go, ooh, this whole thing, you know. When do you do? March 25th. This is your first one? Are you excited? Do you know what do you mean, sure? Husband's right beside you, huh? You went sure and he went, fuck this bitch all the time about it. Will you be excited if I left? No. Well then, get your ass excited. Do you know what you're having? Sorry, I spit like a lunatic. Do you know what you're having? A girl. That's good, yeah. That's the way to do it, buddy. When I was in South Africa, I heard real African names. My child's gonna get an African name. I don't care. Real African names are wicked, man. I was at this casino in South Africa, right? I'm playing blackjack. Or African American Jack. All right, I'm playing 21, right? And I look at the dealer, right? It was an African dude. I think they put this guy there just to confuse you when you're gambling. Because I looked at his name tag, I swear to God, the guy's name was spelt XOBILE. And I'm like, how the hell do you say that? So I'm not from there. I thought I'd take a shot, right? I'm like, yeah, could I get another card there? Sabay. Could I get another card there? Sabay. See, because I thought you had to start big, you know, because the exclamation was at the beginning of the name, right? Like, if it was a question mark, I'd be like, Dobile? But it was an exclamation, so I'm like, Dobile! And he looks at me and he goes, please do not yell in the casino. I go, I'm not yelling, man. I'm just trying to say your name. He goes, that is not how you say my name. I go, well, how do you say your name? I swear to God, man. The guy goes, my name is pronounced Bile. He had a click in his name. The guy's name was Bile. I don't care. My first child's getting a click in his name. I don't care, man. This is my son, Hustle. The guy's name was Bile. It sounds cool when we're just saying it to each other, right? Bile. But think about how that must slow down his sex life, you know? Imagine he's in there with his woman, they're making love. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Say my name. Say my name. Oh, my God. Bile. Oh, man. Any Arabs in the house tonight? Arabs in the house? All right, thank you. Good night. All right. What kind of Arab are you? Oh, good. Yeah, you're United. Good. That's all I heard. I don't know if you answered me in Arabic or if you said the country just now.
One at a time there, fellas. What are you? What? Libya. Libya, Lebanon, any other L countries? Oh, good, yeah. Well, just for the record, you're a stone's throw away from each other. Listen, just for the record, my Arab friends, I don't do any Arab jokes in my act. It's not that I don't think you're funny. I just, I don't know. I don't want to die. See, because I'll do a joke about an Arab, and they'll look like they're laughing. But it's not the same laugh you're doing. Like, I'll do a joke about an Arab, and you guys will go, ah, ha, 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 ha. And you look at the Arab guy, you're like, ha, 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 ha. Oh, no, I get this funny joke. Ha, 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 ha. No, it's funny. I get it. Don't worry. I will talk to him after. Doesn't it feel like every time you turn on the news nowadays, some new country is fucking with an Arab country? Every time you turn on the news, I kind of blame the media for what's going on wrong in the world right now. Because they kind of just perpetuate stereotypes about people. They don't tell you that's what they're doing. They don't go, hey, this is what you need to think. But they know how people's brains work. What they do, they enforce all this shit, What they do is they'll show you an image of somebody of a different racial background, and then they'll show you an alternate image, like right away, of something completely different. They don't say the two images are together. They kind of present it like, what do you think? Like what they do is they'll show you like an Asian guy and then a car accident. They'll show you an Indian guy and a 7-Eleven. What do you think? They'll show you an Arab guy and an explosion. I knew it, That's how they get in your head. They put it in there. And whenever they show you like Arabic being spoken on TV, it's always like these crazy people in these protests in the Arab world. And they're all speaking this really harsh Arabic. And so it's like, fuck America! Because that's what they want us to think is going on over there. So I wanted to get to the bottom of this shit, so I went to the Middle East last year. Because I needed to get some rectifying for myself. Is it rectifying? Whatever. I needed to sort this shit out for myself. Because I had this whole impression in my head that Arabic was such an ugly language because it's always like, and people are like, oh my God, no wonder they're angry. They're vomiting on each other when they talk. Then you go to the Middle East and you hear real Arabs speaking Arabic and it sounds nice. I was actually turned on by it. Because I was at this cafe in Dubai, and I'm chilling, right? And there's these two Arab girls having a conversation behind me, and I'm eavesdropping. I have no clue what the fuck they're saying. But it sounded nice to me. Because all I hear behind me is... And I was like, oh God, this is good. Oh. But they never show you those Arabs on TV because they're boring. They only show you the crazy... Basically, all they're showing you of the Arab world are the rednecks of the Arab world. That's why their Arabic is so bad. If you were to translate their Arabic accent into an American accent, they'd sound like this. We're gonna kill the whole fucking world! Yeah! That's what they would sound like. That's how the media does it. They show you all the fucked up people. That's all they show us is the messed up Arabs. I bet you in the Arab world, all they show them of America is Jerry Springer. Look at the Americans, they're fucking stupid! He's fucking his cousin! Not like you and me, it's different. They're doing it dirty, it's different. We're doing it different. They do some other way, different. I don't like a lot of sports, I'll be honest with them. I hate soccer. No, what do you boo because I have an opinion? Boo your opinion. Get out of America. We don't like your thoughts. I hate soccer. Fuck soccer. And fuck you for liking it. Let me tell you why I don't like soccer. Because they have this World Cup.
Let me tell you something about the World Cup. It's not the fucking World Cup. You know why? Because the two countries that represent me are never in the World Cup. Canada and India are never in the World Cup. Canada, for obvious reasons. It's a world event. We don't get involved in world events, you know? We look at the U.S. Are you guys going? Yeah? Oh, no, go ahead. That's great. Yeah, go ahead. Sure, that's perfect, yeah. No, we'll stay back. We'll tidy up. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It always bothers me that India is never in the World Cup. We're the second largest population in the world. There's 1.2 billion people over there. We can't come up with 11 fucking guys to make a team? You know what the problem is? You have no idea how hard it is to kick a ball straight with curly-toed shoes on. We're standing in the middle of the field. I'm open! I'm open! Where the hell is the ball going? It always freaks me out that the Chinese are never in the World Cup. You're the largest population in the world. And you're known for kicking. Wah! But it's kicking. You know, I want to see the Chinese team in the World Cup. I want to see the Chinese team when they get into their huddle. That's what I really want to see. You know? You see all the other countries when they get in their huddle? All right, guys, we're going to get out there. We're going to pass that ball around. We're going to have a good time. All right? Go team. You see the Chinese team? Okay. Hey, asshole, listen up. When you see the ball coming, then you go down the field. She's the quite low with the ball. Something's going down. Be a man. How you doing, young kid over there? How old are you, buddy? 14. You're a giant 14-year-old. Jesus. I mean, like, you know, you're a big kid. I mean, well, you're adult size is all I'm saying, you know. How you doing, buddy? Is that your friend with you? You 14 as well? Oh, he's like, no, 15. All right. Sorry, Grandpa. I mean to insult you with 14. What's your name? 14? Sorry? Jad? Like J-A-D? Is that short for something? Like Jad? Like Jadwick? What the fuck is Jad? Where is that? Where are your parents from? Lebanon. Oh, okay. They exploded with cheers. They Hey, Jad, and so you're Arab, obviously, and so are those two guys right there. I could just tell by the shady look in their face. Just. What? We go smoke shisha? No problem. No problem. Do you know those guys, Chad? Those your cousins, family? That's your brother? Which one? That one. How old are you, brother? Sorry? Toity. Toity? I don't know if you're saying tighty, toity, 30, or 20. I don't know. You've said one thing that sounded like 6 things just now. Toity. Me too. 20? Oh, 20. Why didn't you say so? It's funny because Jad doesn't have the accent, but you apparently that shit is real on you. You having a good, what's your name? Habib. Yeah, it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't the Lebanese guy's name be Habib? I mean, it's all I'm saying, you know. Having a good time? Yeah. Good? Yeah. Have you done the ISIS bucket challenge yet? Have you done that? Have you? Sensitive. Okay, what do you do, Habib? You study. What do you study? Business. Like you just study businesses? Like. At 10:01, somebody walked in. What are you doing, Habib? Studying that business. Took them 4 minutes to serve him. My goal is to be faster. And you brought your little brother with you. That's nice, huh? And who's the guy beside you? That's your friend. He slapped him. This is my friend. There. You tell them I'm your friend. Well, good to have you here. I'm keeping an eye on you just in case. I'll throw Bob at you if I have to. I don't.
You're Polish, sweetheart? And your boyfriend's Indian? No? You're not Indian? Have you looked in the mirror? Have you? Look, I'm not an expert on the subject. But if I was to racially abuse you, what are you? South African. So Indian. Okay. When you're in South Africa, what do they call you? Oi, coolie, move it. Stinking coolies are walking around everywhere. What part of South Africa? Durban? Chatsworth? Cape Town. Okay, because you're fancy. So your family's Indian from South Africa? Yeah, all of a sudden, huh? I had to go through your lineage to get the answer? What am I, familytree.com? Get out of here with that. Black guy, where's your family from? Senegal. That's Africa. Do they have Indians in Senegal?
They've started coming in.
They started coming in. What are we, f***ing cockroaches, the way people describe us? I don't know. It used to be lovely, and then they started coming in and opened up the cereal one morning. There was a f***ing Indian in there. It was... You know that he's... Where is he? There he is. There's so many Indians, I couldn't even find you. You see what I mean? That's... You know how that happened, right? You know how that he's just as Indian as we are. But his forefathers, unlike my forefathers, his forefathers were not fast runners. You see, my forefathers saw the ships coming into the harbor and we went, I'm not getting on that boat. And his forefathers went, hey, look, a boat. They ended up in South Africa. Why am I cutting sugar cane? I'm diabetic. Well, good to have you here, Indian guy. By way of default. Oh. You know, somebody got mad at me one night. They go, you know, Russell, it's cool when you make fun of different races, but you shouldn't talk about deaf people. I was like, what? Yeah, you shouldn't talk about deaf people. No, seriously, what? You know what? Fuck deaf people. Are they here? Even if they were, it's up to you to tell them what I'm saying. Fuck them in their ears. Let me tell you something about deaf people. Does anybody here know sign language? And I mean actual sign language, not this. And not gang signs. You can't do gang signs to a deaf person and be like, that guy stutters. You know. If you know sign language, you'll know that I'm not making this shit up. Whoever invented sign language had their own little racist agenda happening. Because sign language is a very offensive way of communicating. They're trying to change it now to make it more politically correct. I'm serious. You know what the sign for Chinese person is? Let me tell you something. It's exactly what you think it is. You still feel bad for these deaf sons of bitches? You know what the sign for Indian person is? Because I live in LA, I had to learn the sign for Mexican. I learned 2 signs for Mexican. The first one doesn't even seem offensive till you find out what it is. Here's the first sign for Mexican. Look. You know what that is? A poncho. Here's the second sign for Mexican. This is fucked up too. Look. A long-ass mustache. What the fuck does that have to do with being Mexican? My gardener's never shown up at my house. Hola, señor. I'm here to shave the grass. You're Colombian. I don't know what the sign for Colombian is. Probably, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying. Cubans probably. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm speculating on these ones. Black people, I don't know what the sign for black people is, you know, it's probably fucked up, you know what I mean? I don't know, I think he was a Negro. And I'm just saying, I don't know, I cannot confirm these ones. But anything is possible. Do you know what the sign for retard is? This is foul. I'm not making this up, here's the sign for retard. That's the sign for retard. You can have 2 deaf guys standing around going, hey, look. You have handicapped people mocking other handicapped people. Jews, I don't know what you've done to the deaf community. I don't know if they had land and you wanted it, but I learned... I learned 3 signs for Jewish people. And I'm not making this shit up. Each sign is progressively more offensive than the next. Here's the first sign for Jewish person. Now the first sign isn't so bad. It kind of makes sense when you see it. Here's the first sign for Jewish person. Look. Right? It's a long beard. You go, oh, that makes sense. A Hasidic guy, yeah, that makes sense, right? Then they start to get fucked up. And I'm not making this shit up. Here's the second sign for Jewish person. That's fucked up, isn't it? And here's the third sign for Jew. And I'm not making any of this shit up. Look. That is some foul shit. Arabs, I don't know what the sign for Arab is, but I can only imagine, you know. You know what? It can't be, because deaf people can't hit that note. Thank you very much, New York. You guys were awesome. I like Ireland. You know, here's the thing. In America, everybody claims to be Irish. Every white person in America says they're Irish. I was in Boston. If you ever go to Boston, it'll freak you out. Everybody in Boston thinks they're Irish. I'm there. I'm like, what are you, man? He goes, fucking Irish. I go, oh, cool. What part? Boston. I forgot about that bridge they built, yeah. Your parents from Ireland? Nah, Boston. Grandparents, Boston. Great-grandparents, Boston. When the fuck were you Irish? They always claim to be Irish, but they're not Irish. And I've been to Ireland about 13 times. If you haven't gone, I don't know why you haven't gone. It's right fucking there. You can jump on EasyJet for like 10 pounds and fly to Ireland. Brown people, you need to go to Ireland because we're exotic over there. The Irish hate it when Americans go back there and tell them they're Irish. That's my favorite thing to watch. How you doing? I'm Irish. You're not fucking Irish. You're a fucking cunt. That's what I love about this part of the world. You can say the word cunt and nobody gets upset. It's true that you guys say it like it's like, hello, you fucking cunt. How are you? Oh, you cunt. I haven't seen you in a long time. What are you up to, you fucking twat? You can't say cunt in America. Everybody gets really freaked out by the word. I don't know, you guys say it so casual. I like the way the Irish say it the best, you know. In America, they get upset. I can understand why they get upset with the word cunt in America because of our accent over there. We pronounce it with a hard k and a unt. Cunt. It sounds mean and aggressive, you know. It doesn't sound like the soft, delicious thing that it is, you know.
Cunt. Sounds like a really big rock being thrown into the middle of a lake, doesn't it? Cunt? Like that same cunt. But when the Irish say it, it sounds nice. Look at you, you're a fucking cunt. Doesn't cunt sound nice? Don't you want to be a cunt? I want to be a cunt. Who's the little cunty cunty? Who's the little cunty cunty? What are you doing? I'm taking my wee cunt for a walk. Can I pet your cunt? Don't touch my cunt, he has teeth, he bites. I love the Irish. They swear more than any human beings on the planet. I remember I did shows in Belfast, Northern Ireland one time. I got off stage. This dude walks up and goes, "Hey, you're fucking brilliant tonight. You were a great fucking crack. You were fucking crack on. Fuck you, you ugly fucking cunt. You're a fucking shite. Fuck off. Fuckity fuck. Fucker fucky. Oh, Mally. Oh, Sullivan. Drinks of Baileys. Fuck fuck. Fuckity fucker. Fucky 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 fucky. Hey, fuck yay." I was like, well, thank you, Father. I'll see you on Sunday. Ireland. I was like, you know what? I could be black for a day. Sure, why not? You know, I'll be the black guy that ruined it for real black guys, you know. The real black guy shows up in Ireland a week after me. Hey, there's another black guy in town. Oh, don't believe the hype. I had one last week, had a big nose and a small prick. It didn't work out at all, yeah. Barely had a prick. Look at the little wee cunt with a prick on top, like a little prickunt is what it looked like. It looked like his prick was resting on a beanbag chair is what it looked like. Just what I'm trying to say is my ball to shaft ratio is just off. Somewhere there's a guy with a giant hog and tiny balls just going, I don't understand what's going on here. I've had it happen where I've been with a chick for the first time and I pull my balls out first and I see them go, ooh. You know, thinking that the hog is going to match. And then I pull out my hog and then you hear that sound from a game show when you lose, you know. Boom, 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 boom. Any Filipinos in the house tonight? Nice. Hello, welcome to the show. Are you Filipino, bro? Are you? Why didn't you make any noise? Like, because you can see that I'm here. I don't have to make noise. If you can see me, you know I'm here. What's your name? What? Bob? Bart? Mark. Oh, why did it sound like you said Bob and Bart? Bob, Bart, Mark. That doesn't even... Bob, Bob. Are you doing chicken impressions right now? Bob, Mark, Bob. Oh my God, you've got Asian bird flu. Have you been to the Philippines, Mark? It's nice there. I had a great time when I was there. I like the people. They're very sweet. Don't you notice that when you're there? Everybody sings to you. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. Don't touch my puwet, sir. Saudi guy, you know what I'm talking about. You own a few Filipinos back home. Don't act like I'm even making that shit up. How many Filipinos in your house when you grew up? How many Filipinos did you have? 2. You see what I'm saying? He was like, I had 2. They were very nice people, though. I have no disregard for the Filipinos. For the what Filipinos? Hey, Mark, when I was in the Philippines, so I'm playing ping pong with the audience right now. And by ping pong, I don't mean anything by that V. When I was in the Philippines, it was really cool. We were driving from the hotel from the airport to the hotel in Manila, and we're all in this big van,
and there was a lady in the front seat of the van. She was from the Philippines, and she was in charge of our group. Anyway, we're driving, and I'm looking out the window, and we're not moving very fast, and we actually stopped moving. But I didn't notice because I'd never been to the Philippines, and I'm just looking out the window. And the second we stopped moving, the lady in the front seat turns to us and goes, "Oh my gut." And I look at my brother and I go, "What's wrong with her stomach?" She's experiencing some sort of abdominal discomfort. She just yelled out, "Oh my gut." So I go, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "Look at all the tropics." And I go, "I know, I love the tropics. It's beautiful, yeah." "Not the tropics, the tropics." I go, "No, I get it. Humidity, palm trees, oh, tropics." "Not tropics. Look at all the cars on the road." "Oh, cars, traffic." "What's wrong with your gut?" She goes, "Not my gut. Oh, my gut." I go, "Why is your gut on the ceiling?" "Not my gut. Oh, my gut." "Oh, your God." It's cute. In the Philippines, they think they have traffic problems. Have you been? Did you think they had traffic problems? Fuck no. I had just flown there from India. You're not going to impress me with your shitty traffic in the Philippines? In the Philippines, you may have a lot of cars, but there's some sort of order. For the most part, people will drive in their lane. They will generally stop at a red light. India's insane. India, we have a system called create a lane. If you see an open space, take it and go. Traffic never stops in India, never. And it's not like we don't have red lights. We have red lights, and they mean the exact same thing. But I don't know what Indians are thinking when they're driving and they see the giant red light in the sky. If they're like, "Look at that woman's forehead, she's huge," and they just keep going. But traffic never stops in India. Did you notice that? Brown. The only time traffic stops in India is if a cow is crossing the street. And a cow will cross the street. You don't need to be out in the country in India to see a cow. You could be in a city. I was in Bombay, in the heart of the city, and I saw a cow. In all fairness, you never see two cows together. It's always like one cow here, and then like 8 blocks later, there's another cow. But that cow looks like it's looking for this cow, you know, just... Anybody see my cousin? And the cows in India are skinny as shit. They're skinny. That's why we don't eat beef. It has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with common sense. There's no beef on the cow. You don't think Indian guys sit around going, "Man, I really want a steak." From what? That. That's not a cow. That's a swollen goat. And the cows are assholes in India. They are. Because they know they're safe. Nobody fucks with a cow in India. When a cow's crossing the street, that's it. Traffic stops. I was in a taxi and a cow crossed the street. My driver shut off the engine. I go, "What are you doing?" "Saving petrol." "Well, how long is this going to take?" "Up to her." The cows know they're safe. Nobody honks their horn at them. Nobody pushes them. Nobody's like, "Come on, cow, move." Cows know they're safe. They just walk slow. They stop and look at traffic. They even moo with an accent. Moo? Oh, moo. My family's from Calcutta. And there's never any more than 3 people from Calcutta in an audience. Because everybody's still in Calcutta, that's why. We want to leave, but we can't, you know. Calcutta's a trip. You see some ill shit in Calcutta. I saw, you see things in India that if any one of those things happened, like right here in London, the whole country would shut down. Here's what I saw. It was like 4 o'clock on a Friday evening. And I was in the heart of Calcutta. Right downtown. It's called Park Street. That's where everybody is. It's like being in Piccadilly Circus, like when everybody's there. And here's what I saw. I was in a taxi, right? Now, first of all, if you're in a taxi in India, you know you're not moving very fast. And at rush hour, you're not moving at all. So I'm an idiot for getting in the taxi to begin with. Because when you are in a taxi and you're not moving, people pop out of everywhere and try and sell you shit you'd never wanted ever. I'm sitting in the cab, this guy, ding, ding, ding. What? You want cauliflower? What? When have you ever been sitting there and go, man, I could really go for some cauliflower right now. And it looked delicious. I'm like, no, I don't want cauliflower right now. Bouquet. The fuck is a bouquet? Flowers, bouquet of flowers, one bouquet. Bouquet? No, I'm fine. But you want? So we're in traffic, and I look on the sidewalk, right? Now let me explain something to you. The road's packed. Cars are going in every direction imaginable. People are crossing, and I look on the sidewalk. The sidewalk is packed like this. Only people are going in every direction. And I see a fucking horse. A full-size horse walking down the sidewalk. Now let me explain something. There was nobody leading this horse. It wasn't like, come on, Fluffy, let's go home. The horse didn't have a saddle on to suggest maybe somebody was riding it and they fell off. This was just a white horse walking right here, like through the middle of you guys. And it was walking like it knew where it was going. It wasn't panicking. It wasn't like if a horse like that was seen in the heart of downtown London, and you saw a horse walking, the horse would be panicking. The people would go, oh my God, a crazy horse! Even the horse would be like, people! Or whatever horses say when they're freaking out, right? And this horse was walking like it knew where it was going. It was just like... And nobody's worried about this horse. People are literally walking past the horse like this. The stupid horse is here every day. Your mother's a jackass! You see some wild shit over there. Homelessness, I realized, India does not have a homeless problem. Let me explain. The rest of the world has a homeless problem. England, you could say England has a homeless problem. Let me tell you why. Because the homeless people in England, at some point in their life, lived in a home. Now they no longer have a home. Therefore, they are actually homeless. India has generations of homeless people. They're so homeless, they don't even know what the fuck homeless is. I saw a dude sitting on the sidewalk. I go, hey man, are you homeless? He goes, no. I go, where do you live? Right here. Where does your family live? Here, here, and here. Could you please get out of my living room? I'm trying to watch the cow cross the street. A lot of poverty in India. Did you notice that there? But here's the thing about the poverty in India. It's pretty extreme. However, the poor people in India are a different breed of poor people. They're not dangerous. They're not angry that they're poor. It's kind of like a beautiful poverty they have over there. In that the people, like you can walk through a poor neighborhood in India with your watch on and nobody's going to try and take your shit. Because they're hungry. They don't want to know how long they've been hungry for. Give me your watch. It's been 17 hours. The poor people in India have a different mentality. They don't look at you and go, one day I will have your shit. They don't do that. They kind of accept it and figure in the next life it may get better. And they know that no matter how shit their life is right now, there's somebody in a worse position right beside them. Like I saw a little kid running around with no shoes. I go, hey man, you got no shoes? He goes, that's okay, that guy's got no feet. Hey man, you got no feet. That's okay, that guy's got no legs. Till finally I reached a stump with a head and he's like, this is it. This is as bad as it gets. But at least I have my health. Could you please pick me up? Here comes the horse. You know, you'll notice when you're walking around any major city now, and I notice this here even in England, which is ironic, I think you find less and less people speaking English nowadays. Like even in America, I walk through any major city and I hear people speaking every other language but English. And the fucked up thing for me is, I can only speak English. I know words in other people's languages, I know phrases, I know how to say certain things, but I can't speak anything from top to bottom other than English. And which, you know, like if I was to talk to you, if I was to start speaking Punjabi to you, I know enough to start a conversation, but then if you replied, I would just go, yeah, right? Like, that's why I've created my own language. I'd be like, oh, kya haal hai ji? Oh, TikTok goes in. I'm like, but. That's what I would do. That's all I do. I've created my own language. It's called but. And then, you know, with Indian people, because we have so many dialects, they may just think, oh, I don't know that dialect of, what is but. What I like to do is I like to listen to people speak another language, and then I play this game where I try to figure out what language it is. But to fuck with them in the meantime, I stare at them every now and then and smile like I know what they're saying. You should see how paranoid people get. I'm sitting at this cafe, there's these people behind me, and all I hear is, and I look at them and I go, and they were like, we must move. This man speaks Latvian. Damn you, Rosetta Stone. But I always listen for like the one key word in English, you know? You ever do that? You hear somebody speaking another language and you listen for the one key word in English and then you try and piece together what they're talking about. But the funny thing is you'll hear a word that sounds like an English word, but it won't mean the same thing to them. Like you'll be like, shopping mall. And you're like, they're going to a shopping mall. But then you find out that shopping mall means bread to them or something, you know? There's always words in people's languages that'll make you laugh because it'll sound like a word in your language. Are there any Hungarian people here tonight? Really? It was just a fluke question, really. Do you speak Hungarian, sweetheart? What's the Hungarian word for kiss? Not choke, the other word. Pussy, right? Did you know that? That's the Hungarian word for kiss. Pussy. To us, fucking hilarious, isn't it? Pussy. Ha ha, pussy. But to Hungarian people, very innocent. They'll be on the phone, okay, pussy, pussy, and they'll hang up. And we'll be like, ha ha, double pussy. And the only reason I know this is because I was at a strip joint, you know, once, researching some material quite extensively, and my stripper, she was Hungarian, and I guess I was making her laugh, and by the end of the night, she goes, you were so nice, I want to give you pussy. And I'm like, I would love to receive the aforementioned pussy. And she goes, close your eyes. And I close my eyes, and all of a sudden I feel on my cheek, and I'm like, did she just rub her pussy on my face? Because if I'd known that was going to happen, I would have done the old, But you'll always hear words in people's languages that remind you of words you know. Like when I was in the Philippines, I forgot that I knew the Filipino word for tits, which is susu. Now, susu just sounds funny in English, but it's even funnier for Indian people because susu is what we say to a little kid who has to go to the bathroom. What's the matter? You have to go susu. You have to go susu. Go susu. Go susu. Nicely go. Go nicely go susu. But I forgot in the Philippines that it meant tits, and when I was there, I met this chick, and she's like, so, do you want to see my susu? And I'm like, no.
bullshit. Oh my God, you're so kinky. But susu is one of those funny Indian words, you know. All Indian people know the word susu. You know susu, don't you? I'm looking right at you, buddy. Yeah. No, we've moved on from pre-on-these. You know what I'm talking about, right? Here's the funny thing about the word susu, is that to Indian people it's pee, and to Filipino people it's tits, and in Malaysia, susu is milk. So, theoretically, if you drink too much susu from a susu, you'll have to go susu. But susu's a funny Indian word because all Indian people know the word susu. And let me tell you something, here's the fucked up part about it. It's not a real word. You can't write it, there's no script for susu. But Indians make up words all the time, they end up in our vernacular forever. Susu is one of those words because Indians make up words based on the sounds they hear. That's where susu came from. What's he doing? Susu. Ah, susu. There's all kinds of words that are made up that we all know. What's the Indian word for firecracker? Fataka. See, that's not a fucking word. That's the noise they make. Fataka. That's it. That's the noise. If my mom sees two people whispering, she'll go, look, son, they're doing kuspus. The hell is kuspus? You know, kuspus, 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 kuspus. The Indian word for flip-flops is chappals, but the nickname, chatpats. You know why? Because when you're walking, they go, chatpat, 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 chatpat. When I was in India, they have these three-wheeler taxis, and I was with my cousin. I go, hey, should I call a taxi? She goes, no, I will. Oi! Fatfatia! Oh, what? Fatfatia! What the fuck is a fatfatia? That's the noise they make. Fatfatia, 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 fatfatia. Why is it we can all hear the same sounds, but ethnically we can't describe it the same way? We can't. You ever see, if I ever have something I need to know the answer, like if there was a situation, say there was a fight that broke out, and I wanted to know what happened, I would have to ask a white guy. Because a white guy's the only one who'll describe it properly. What happened? Oh my God, dude, this guy rolled up, he started talking shit, and the other guy hit him. It was over. You ask an Indian guy the same question, I don't know what fucking noise he heard. What happened? This guy came up, blah, 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 and then fuck, he hit him with this. You heard fat? Jamaicans are the worst. You ask them, what happened? Boy, the boy just come talk shit, lick him in the blood up, boog it up. What the hell did you hear buggered up? You went to the bathroom just now, right? You went to the... What is your name? Bav? Apparently some ladies like you in here, Bav. Don't get all fucking sheepish on me now, Bav. How old are you, Bav? 28. Now, let me confirm this with me, Bav. You're 28. I'm 40. Aren't Indian parents obsessed with their kids going to the bathroom? It's true. From the age of 3, when you start going by yourself, for the rest of your life, your parents want to know what's going on in there. I'm 40 years old. If I go to my mom's house, Mom, can I use the bathroom? What do you want to do? Whatever I want to do, I can do it myself. You cannot go to the bathroom around your parents. Indian parents, they want to know. There's always they want to know before you go in. There's like the pre-game interview. And then there's like the post-show press conference when you come out. I remember 5 years old, I go to my dad, Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. He goes, okay. Big job or small job?
What? Big job or small job? I don't know. I got a shit. Big job. Go nicely, go nicely, go. They always tell you to go nicely. What the fuck is go nicely? When have you ever been sitting there and just not gone nicely? You know, you're sitting there and all of a sudden you go, oh my God, I want a hammer dance. And then your dad comes in, you didn't go nicely. I come out of the bathroom, I'm 5 years old, my dad goes, how was it? How was what? You went bathroom? Was it healthy? I'm 5. I'm not a shit expert. It was 8 pounds, 6 ounces. You're a grandpoo. I have this theory. Tell me if you agree with this theory. How old are you there, boss? 42? Really? What the fuck happened? You're 2 years older than me. How did our lives waver so far apart? What happened? When did you give up? That's what I want to know. Okay, tell me if you agree with this theory, all right? Please don't say you're younger than him. That'll really ruin the... Here's my theory, all right? Tell me what you think of this theory. Say we all live till we're 80, right? Let's just say we all live till we're 80. I have a theory that in your 80 years on this planet, you will have a minimum of 5 really great shits. Now let me explain. When I say great shits, I mean the kind that you fondly recall later in life. Not the kind where you sit around and go, oh my God, remember the time I blew up the bathroom? Not those. And by blow up the bathroom, my Arab friends, I don't mean kaboom. I mean, when I say fondly recall, I mean the kind where, you know, the kind of where you come out of the bathroom and you feel lighter. You go in feeling full and you come out and you're like, oh my God. You shit out everything you've ever eaten in your life. And not in a bad way, in a very comfortable way. Like you come out of the bathroom like, I don't think I have diabetes anymore. I think I just shit my cancer out, is what I did. I have a theory that we'll have a minimum of 5. But here's the thing. When my dad was alive, towards the end of my dad's life, he got very sick, and the doctor told my dad, he said, Mr. Peters, you're going to need to increase your fiber intake. And my dad somehow misunderstood that as I should have fiber all day, all night. So my dad would literally sit there with a beer and a glass of Metamucil, and I'd be like, Dad, what's that? Beer. What's that? Metamucil. Try it. Tastes like orange. So my dad was having so much fiber that he was actually having phenomenal shits on a daily basis. And I'm not trying to be gross or anything. But my dad, I remember one time going to my parents' house and my dad came out of the bathroom and goes, son, you should see it. It's incredible. The length of my bloody arm. It wouldn't break. It was coiling in the toilet, coiling. I literally had to stand up. It's sticking out like the head of a cobra. Come and see, I didn't flush. Come and see, I didn't flush it. Come and see. That is disgusting, Dad. I'm gonna flush it. Don't flush it, your brother's not home. I'm flushing it. You flush it, and somebody gonna get a hurt real bad. Thank you very much, guys. Good night.